or back in Tony's garage. Something a little different today. Today I want to talk about shitters. And I know this is probably not a very popular topic for a lot of people, but we all shit. Everybody shits. There's no exceptions to that. We all have human waste. And I don't like messing with my shit after it's come out of my ass. Like when it goes in the toilet, I want it to disappear. And that's not as simple a process as what most people think. You know, you end up with regular clogs. And I'm not a huge man, but I don't know, about 190 pounds. And I have big shits. And I also have a hairy arse. So combine the hairy arse with the large bowel movements, and you end up with clogs. And we had two toilets. Well, we have two toilets. No, we had two toilets. I replaced one with what I'm going to show you now. And this toilet is amazing. It is amazing. It is the Champion 4 Max. And it's amazing. So we replaced the main toilet, well, the bathroom on the main floor that everyone uses. And at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, I was fucking screwing with my own shit. Toilet full of shit and piss, and then I'd have to go get the plunger, then I'd have to clean the plunger, constant fucking around. Drove me nuts. Part of it was, I believe, after doing some research on toilets, is the design of the pipe that goes out of the toilet. This one's larger on this Champion 4 Max, as well as the mechanism for the flush box and how it dumps all the water out quickly. It's much larger, which I'm going to show you now in a second. But the reality of it is I need a toilet for a big shit and lots of toilet paper because I got a hairy arse. I don't think I'm alone. I think this is probably a pretty common issue. I always, being El Cheapo, I would always buy the cheapest toilet. If I wanted to buy a toilet, it's a fucking shitter. So, you know, shit goes out through it. Why would, you know, how is there any big difference in these fucking toilets? Well, there is. There truly is. Because the toilets I currently have, the toilet that I replaced with this Champion, as well as the one I'm about to replace, are Crane toilets. Probably spectacular toilets. I can't say anything about it because I'm far from a plumber or any sort of expert in this. But what I can say is that since we replaced the Crane toilet with this Champion 4 Max, which is, I'm guessing, about a year ago now, I haven't had one clog. I've had to double flush once. That's it. That's it. Every time, my shit disappeared. I didn't have to go messing with it. I didn't have to go fucking, you know, playing with my shit in the toilet, trying to get it to go out of the toilet. Fucking with cleaning plungers and the whole works. I haven't had to do any of that. So I've been excited about this. This toilet wasn't like $100 toilet. It was, I think it's $300 plus tax to buy new, but I got this one on sale for $188, which was a sweet deal. So if you look for the sales, you will get this toilet for that. But it's an amazing toilet. It works well. If you're having issues with playing with your own shit on a regular basis, this is the toilet for you. Okay, so I certainly want to show you. This is the toilet that I am installing now, which is called the Champion 4 Max American Standards. It comes as a complete kit, wax seal, toilet seat, and the toilet seat is nice in that it you know, it falls down slow. There's no banging on the toilet seat. But as I said, I think it's the actual outlet hole that makes the big difference. But also, if you look at the inside of the flush box, this is where I think the big difference is. And I'll show you a comparison, but as you can see, there's a monster tube here in the center, and that when you pull it on the lid, it immediately dumps all of the water out. Now let me just show you the difference in that and the toilet I'm replacing. So this is the Crane toilet. Now, to show you, when you go and you push the, not only does it not, like, it doesn't even get all the fucking water out of the toilet, right? It's, you kind of got to hold it, so you hold it down and wait long as you keep your finger on it, it'll gradually dump all the water out of it. It's the fucking shits of a design. So, as you can see here, there's a very small outlet here. That's the way that one works. It's just clearly not necessarily that this design is so bad, it's just that the other one is so much better. It's ridden with fucking issues. Anyway, the next part of the video will be me taking this toilet out and putting the new one in. It's a pretty simple process. Okay, so now we start. Now this is not a difficult process at all. What you're gonna have is, I'm trying to see now what you're seeing, whereas I'm filming this, so I'm looking at my phone. We have a, let's see, can I see this? Yeah, we gotta disconnect this. Well, first we'll turn the water off. So I turn the water off, make sure that's off, flush the toilet, try and get all the water out of it. At least as much as you can. You're gonna end up with some water. Like, I would suggest that you get a bucket and a mop, a few rags, you know, whatever you can to you know, you're replacing the toilet. You're never going to get all the water out of it. As you can see here now, there's still more water, or some water left in this. So this is going all over the floor, and it's pretty much impossible to fucking keep it from doing that. And when I take this off, this hose off here now, that's certainly going to be some water on the floor there. Then you've got a couple of plastic caps here to remove, and then you've got couple of rusty nuts, another one on this side as well. And when you take these off, holy shit, are they ever rusty? When you take these off, and hopefully they'll come off easy, of course then when you pick the toilet up, this water that's in here now, I wish I could get rid of more, but see, this is the fucking thing with this, all that water is going on the floor. So actually what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go down and take my own advice, because I didn't get a bucket, and I'm going to get a bucket and some rags and start again. Okay, so I'm back with a mop and bucket, because I know I'm going to need it. And what did I do with my wrenches that quick? I picked up some wrenches. Kitty. Okay, so we'll maybe we'll start with this and see how. This is only hand tight. The let me see if I can get a good look at it. This is only hand tight, but it's going to dump the water out of the toilet now, you can be sure. That's going to be my first mess, or at least in the hose, right? So hence the bucket and mop, and you can manage to minimize the mess that you're going to have. Ideally, I can fit the bucket in here, can I? I cannot. Okay. This would be nice to get the water out of the hose, but that ain't gonna happen. So next, I'm gonna see if I got a wrench that fits this. Of course, I wouldn't be that lucky. So I'm gonna go with the knuckle buster, a good old adjustable, and see how that works. Oh, she's going to be a nasty one. Yeah, she's... Okay, so I am going to have to... I'm going to have to try and clean that up, because I can see that that's going to be a serious issue. Actually, I think I'm going to go get a wrench first that will fit this. Now that I have the approximate size, maybe into a little more work than I originally anticipated, but that's what it is with an older home anyway. 12. Okay, 12 seems to be the right size. Look at that, it's coming off, I think. came off. Sweet. So that's one we're lucky enough with. So let's see if we can do numero deux. Okay, and that one is rusted so bad that I'm not getting a grip on it at all with this. Okay, so I could use a little more light. Let's have a look at this now. Okay, well, let me try the PB Blaster just for shits and giggles. The whole works is turning. And bust around there and take the toilet off. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Big screwdriver, break her up. Okay, so we're back. We have a seized bolt right here. So what I'm gonna do is try and bust up the toilet. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna bust her up, as you can see. And now I should easily be able to lift the toilet off and then deal with the rest. So that's the next thing, is the mess. So because I don't want to have all that water, mixing with this, I'm going to sweep this up first and to get the broom and dustpan and get all that glass. Of course, this is not all of it, but this will be. So now we lift the toilet up and start dealing with the water that's going to be everywhere. The place stunk out with the PB Blaster, which was a truly waste of time. So you grab the toilet, lift it up and out, and as you can see, we have water. And as I said, the toilet would no longer be steady. And there's your wax seal and the other part of the toilet. Jesus, I wonder if the toilet was already broken. Okay, so I think the next step for me will be to put this in a box. Well, maybe I can try and mop up the little bit of water that we have here. I guess it was the sharp porcelain that got my, holy shit, it's a pretty nice cut. Okay, so maybe I'll just slide that out of the way for now. Shove it over there and get the other toilet in. Then I can deal with that. Lots of water coming out. Lots of water coming out. Trusty mop. I might need to track down a Band-Aid, but it seems like everything that I do all the time, there's always a mixture of blood in with it. So for anyone who's never done this before, there is a wax seal here. So you got to remove your wax seal and try and keep all this out of the hole. You don't really want to be flushing that shit. This should I got to get what can I clean that out with? Is this a plastic wax seal? Or is it just a wax seal? I think it's, yeah, it's a plastic one. Yeah, so you can just pull that baby off, and then as you can see here, this then will slide off, and that's it. I had it already bent up trying to get it off. And we pull all the wax seal off, and then this baby's got to slide out this way and turn, and he's up. There ain't much more to it besides, you know, the cleanup, and you got to put the next wax seal in there, lay the toilet in place, slide these couple of bolts in here, put them in place, and screw it on. That's it. Make sure it's tight, and that is pretty much the full-fledged installation of a fucking toilet. Not a big deal. Again, this could have been quite the big deal if I had to use this toilet again, because I would have been down here with a hacksaw trying to get. I need a bag now or something. Okay, country road. Come on out, little girl. Proud and I pusses. She likes to help her dad with projects. She's a really good helper. Then again, most cats are. They're very curious, so they want to be there to help their parents with whatever project they're doing, which is not always very helpful. Okay, so we'll sweep this baby up, get as much of that shit out of there as we can. And I do it to dustpan. And of course I brought that downstairs, did I? Yes. Where else would you bring it? Come on, Stricka. Got to get out. Come on, there you go, baby girl. She's our youngest kitten. Okay. So, I think I'm going to unbox the other one now. Get it out so we can have a gander, size it all up. I don't see any openings, do I? Okay, so the keys should do that. And here's our magical toilet. Oh, it's so cool. So here's the flush box. I'll pop that out. And And then we have the monster toilet. I just got a text. Sold. Okay. Looks like this toilet's been used. No, I know it's not. Here's the. Up she comes. This makes it a little easier too because it's much easier to handle in pieces. Oh, look at that. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun christening that. And that's the wax seal that's in there. And of course, this is your toilet seat. And I don't think there's much that I need in here besides the wax seal. It even comes with a toilet paper thing. Look, isn't that something? That's pretty cool. Okay, full complete set. You got to admit, it is complete. There's your bolts to put your toilet back on, and here's your wax seal. I think I'm going to go up and put the wax seal in place now. Wax seal goes in place. Then trying to drag the full toilet up in one piece, because I am an old man, you know what I'm saying, Vern? An old man. I really like those ones. Don't know how you're supposed to get a hold of those. Okay, so there's also plastic ones. And they fit. Okay, got ya. So, and a washer. I think I may want to look at the directions on this just to see if it's there's anything different about it. And there we go. Just have a quick gander. There's a manual for. Yeah, I got all upstairs, hey? Cool. Whew. I'm getting a little heat, a little sweat going here, pussycats. Yes, I'm getting a little heat going. How come I didn't see the top of the flush box anywhere there? Still be in the box. Okay, how about some light? And I said let there be light, and there was light. There's always a spot where these join. And of course it would be on the bottom. Okay, you want to be difficult? You can do it that way too. flush box. And that's all pre-assembled, as you can see. So, oh dear, that's the bottom of it, is the top of the flush box, the bottom of that box. Okay, so, oh, they're already there. Sweet. So this goes on that like so, and then this sits right in here, and the bolts are already there. So they just push down through. There we go. And then we need a washer and a nut. So okay, so I have to get that my hand down in there, and then shove that plastic piece up there like that. And then I need to put a washer on it. Okay, so I need to put the washer and the nut on at the same time. Well, that makes it a little more interesting. Maybe I can do that with my two hands here just to get it started. Yeah. And I can. Turn that one on. And then do the same with the other side. And I'm gonna have to go back out to the garage to get so I'll start it with this. And she started. So I'll need a large flathead. We put that down here, and then we just hold the nut enough to get it reasonably tight, and then we'll do the rest with a socket. That plastic piece now is keeping it from going up, and to a point where I don't think I can fucking hold it with my hands. Oh no, I can. A little tedious, but starting to squat it. So I don't want to do it where I have one side all tightened and the other one not, so I'll start over on this side. in the past installing toilets, and I have installed a few. I test for leaks and then I tighten. That's my way of doing it. Looks good. Okay. So next will be the bolts. Okay, so the next part of this is these bolts and nuts. So you want to make sure that your wax seal is reasonably centered, lined up there good with the hole. And it is. You slide your bolts in like so. Try and get them centered up with the hole. Yep, looks good to me. That looks pretty good. You want to have it right where then these little babies here on this particular toilet that come with it, you actually you can do this like this, I'm guessing. I don't like these fucking things. I'm not really certain about this. I've never used them before, and that's in tight. And these are supposed to go and hold that toilet in place so this doesn't move. I like the concept of it. Let's see now how. Okay. So this doesn't move on you, I guess, is the point of it. I'll fully admit, I've never used these before. Okay, so that's in. So next I bring the toilet in, and oh look, we have a cat in the toilet. A cat in the toilet. You can't be in the toilet, kitten. That's not going to work for me. Try and move some of this out of the way so when we scurry in with the toilet. Okay, Pradnaya, come on, you got to get out of the toilet, sweetie. Yes. There you go. So I bring the toilet in where it's close. And now we got, when we line up those holes, that should sit perfectly there. Correct? Omundo? Correcto mundo, as Arthur Fonzarelli would say. Okay. Whoa. Probably should have gotten rid of that toilet. Okay, so we line up the holes. And we settle her right in on the wax seal. Squeeze it out. Try and make it so the toilet is straight. And we should be good to go. So then we got a couple of these plastic things on this baby. And I'm looking at the directions to make sure that they go down. Okay. Okay, seems good. Now the only real issue you can have here is if that bolt turns. Because if it turns, okay, that looks pretty good. Well, it feels pretty good. Pretty solid. You may have to tighten those again. And then of course these plastic caps then just go right over that and covers those up. I'm putting those on prematurely because I may have a leak yet. So next we need to put our hose on. Oh no, why am I having issues with that? Okay, I have that on. And that's hand tight. Toilet looks straight. Now I need to get the correct socket for that nut because I won't be the slightest bit surprised if I need to tighten this up a bit. Make sure I've got this, because once I turn this on now, clearly I'm going to end up with, if it is leaking, some water coming out of it. So, well, fuck it, let's try it. No leaks yet. Where's my mop? If that starts to leak now, we're going to have water everywhere. Okay, let's have a gander. Do we have any leaks? There's any water right there. Okay, now we'll try and flush her, see what happens. Doesn't appear to be any leaks. And I don't see any water. So it looks like we have success. Although it seems, I don't know if it's condensation from before. I'll try it up with a bit of paper towel and a bit of toilet paper and try it. So boys and girls, that seems to be, I don't think there's much of anything else really. You may have to, you need to check your connections here, where the flush box connects, that screw there and nut. You want to keep an eye to that and see if it's leaking. You may have to retighten that. That's just, sealing up the water from the toilet to the flush box. Also, you may need to retighten the where the toilet attaches to the floor, and you may need to retighten the water line hook up to your toilet. But as I can see here, I don't see any leaks. All I need to do now is put the all I have left now is the toilet seat and lay the flush box in on the top. But I don't think I'm gonna go through that process. It's why not, I guess. Why not complete the whole project? And considering that this is what, you get the toilet seat and the whole works, as I said, I paid $188 for it. That was tax in. No, I don't think it was. I think it was plus tax. So it may have been a little over 200, whatever it was with tax. There we go. Of course, I don't have enough of a nail to get this. I do. And of course, this process is pretty simple. You've got, that's in that bag, isn't it? But I always look, whether you want to do it or not. And oh, and this thing here is a little tightening thing for those nuts on the floor. I mean, I don't see where hand tight would be needed any more than hand tight. But you should always glance at the directions, because sometimes what you might think is obvious is not. You think that it goes a certain way, and then if you look at the directions, actually I think that's half of that is for this. So it comes with a little tool too. It's a pretty neat setup. I think so. So we have the piece goes on the bottom. This clearly fits in there, right? Doesn't show that. That's interesting. And then a metal washer. Does the metal washer go on the bottom and top, or just the bottom? But there's 4. So it must go on the bottom and top. Yes. Well, with 4, I'm taking a guess there. That doesn't show that clear. So, you'll notice. Yeah. So these. No. Okay, that's pretty simple. All you had to do was size it up, even though it doesn't show it in the directions. So these fit like so. Yeah. And that goes there. You've got a metal washer that goes there. Another metal washer washer that goes there, and that's my other two there. And there's the plastic piece there. Plastic piece goes up and under. Oh no, now let's not forget the washer for this, right? It goes up and under. I don't know what the point of that one would be, but who am I to question the designers? Screw that baby in. Straighten up your toilet seat, and you know, as usual, you should tighten it after, not before. Line them all up and then tighten both of them at the same time. Don't really understand the point of that metal one on the bottom, and I'm only guessing that that's the case because it doesn't show it in the directions, so you know that it's supposed to be there, but I don't see like any indent in the top there. So I'll get my trusty little tighten tool and tighten it down good by holding the edge. How's it looking? Yeah, it looks good. And that's not moving. Shut those down. And we'll check for leaks again, and I see 0 water. I'll keep an eye over on that for a couple of days now just to be certain. And of course, what I really like about that is hey, this is a different toilet than the one downstairs. This one's an oval shaped one, or the other one is elongated, I guess is what you'd call it. And this one's a little different. Perfecto. So all I need now is to dig out the top of the toilet bowl, or the tank, I mean. So this toilet is a little different than the one downstairs. Same concept, but a different design. I didn't realize that, actually, I'll fully admit. And that seems a little shaky still. I think that needs to be tightened. But no leaks, eh? No water. No water. Okay. So there we have it. There's our fresh new toilet that can handle my big shits and my hairy arse. It's awesome. And it looks like it's all done. It's all done. It was a good while. I think I was at this for probably an hour. Still got to dispose of the other toilet, but overall, job well done.